love summer's go with the flow, follow the fun feel. Who doesn't, right? But there's one exception. Sometimes family fun can upset baby's sleep schedule. We know how precious nap times are. So we have expert help for moms like me trying to balance summer fun with a baby and toddler's sleep routine. Marietta Paxson, a marriage and family therapist and a professional sleep consultant, is here with some solutions. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
I should say my overarching approach this summer with Emmy, who just turned 2, and Boston, who's 5 months, has kind of been go with the flow. I've thought, okay, they're really good sleepers to begin with. I'm lucky there, knock on wood. And I've kind of just gone with it. You know, days spent at Nana's house or trips to the pool with cousins. Am I going to pay for that in the fall when routines start to take back over?
Well, you could actually start paying for it now if you're not careful. Because what happens is when a child goes with the flow too much, too long, they end up getting overtired and they can regress big time in their sleep. So they can start taking shorter naps, they can start waking more at night, they can, increase tantrums, meltdowns, like you name it, that can all come from just pushing them too much too far. So we want to have fun in the summer, but we just want to be careful how far we're pushing them and giving them a chance to recover from those really busy, less sleepful days.
Which I have to say, I feel like I've done. But once in a while is okay. We have to go back to the routine, though, and back to the schedule, which we know kids are so dependent on.
Yes.
There's a couple summer factors at play, too. Longer days, it's lighter later. Do moms who you work with tell you that trips them up as well?
Mostly the early mornings, right? The sun rises earlier, and so what happens? Our kids start waking up earlier with the sun. And so actually darkening your room, keeping their room dark so that they're not waking up with the sun can help them sleep not later in the morning. I don't want my baby sleeping late in the morning, but waking up at their normal time that they would during the winter as well.
That's a good tip. Let's get into some additional strategies, ways that you can have fun but keep baby rested. Strategy number 1, you say, is to space out your outings. You kind of touched on that, not having every day be scheduled fun. You've got to give them some recuperation time.
Exactly. So I recommend, for every day out where you're missing naps or shortening naps or skipping naps, right? To have one of those days and then spend 2 days at home where you're recovering, rejuvenating. Let their sleep be a priority during those days to kind of build up their sleep bank so that they can, again, have another day of fun.
I love that you've given us a ratio. So 1 day out, enjoying summer, 2 days in. During those in days, what's the schedule? What should that look like?
So you want to be a little bit flexible following your regular sleep schedule because remember, they're recovering from lack of sleep from the day before. So you want to offer more sleep for them, right, so that they can recover and kind of build up that sleep bank.
Are there any tricks, Marietta, if we've missed a nap time to make that up that day?
Yes, definitely.
Give it to
me,
sister.
So say you have a baby that's on a 2-nap schedule, right, a morning nap and an afternoon nap, and I always recommend skipping the morning nap over the afternoon nap because the afternoon nap is more rejuvenating for them. It's more restful. They get more rest out of it. So skip the morning nap and then move the afternoon nap a little bit earlier, so that they can take hopefully a longer nap. They might not. Some babies just take, an hour nap, 2-hour nap, and that's all they'll take. But still put it earlier because then when they wake up, and even if it's earlier, you can adjust with an early bedtime. So they're getting that extra sleep. They're just getting it a little bit out of order.
Nice, nice. You mentioned bedtime. What if you've missed the bedtime hour? You've stretched them a little bit too long.
Right?
What's the recovery tip there?
So say you're staying up late, 24th of July, fireworks, right?
Perfect example.
So you're staying up late. Obviously, you want to try and give them more sleep during the day if you can, right? Don't wake them up from their nap. Let them sleep longer if they will. Once you keep them up late at night, I always tell my parents to realize that they're probably going to have an overtired baby going to sleep. And so you'll probably have 1, more wakings at night. And 2, they very well may wake earlier in the morning, which I realize is the opposite of what we think would happen, right? But that's how babies work, right? Sleep begets sleep. So if you're not giving them sleep, they may wake early. So be prepared for that. Then you're going to recover in your nap time. Put them to bed early for their nap, right? Let them sleep to their normal wake-up time. And then if you notice that they're still kind of tired, grouchy, right? Put them to bed early for bedtime as well and let them recover.
Okay, you see there are some activities when we approach the nap time, whatever time it may be, depending on our life and our summer crazy and our schedule, there are some certain activities you can do around bedtime to help set our child up for better sleep.
Well, when you're out and about, right? Whether it's at bedtime or nap time and you're out and about, you want to choose soothing activities around nap time. So maybe you have a car ride that you can sneak in there and they can get, 30 to an hour minutes of a nap during the day. Or maybe you're driving home from Nana's house, right? And it's, okay, well, let's leave it at bedtime so they can sleep on the way home. We can transfer them to their bed, right? So even like a walk in the stroller or a hike in a carrier, anything like that where the baby can be stationary and kind of, if we could cover them or shield them from the light, any of those things will help them sleep.
You suggest to your clients they travel with a sound machine, and I didn't know this. My sister Lindsay, we had babies 8 weeks apart, and she had a little portable sound machine, a white noise machine, attached to her son Wesley's car seat. I didn't even know those existed.
She's a smart woman.
That's smart, isn't it?
It is, because when you're out and about like that, you're doing these naps on the go. Babies can sleep through noise, right? Except for when they're transitioning from one sleep cycle to the next. So that's why you have the noise machine, right? So I hear parents say all the time, oh, my baby can sleep through anything. And I say, well, they can mostly until they're transitioning.
Right.
And we want to bridge that gap in the transition so that they can sleep longer.
Along with the white machine, you say pack a painter's tape and tinfoil.
Yes.
We're creating darkness?
Darkness. Wherever you are, whatever room, wherever you're traveling, you can do painter's tape, tinfoil. It's cheap on the budget and 0 damage.
Great tips. I know a lot of moms will benefit from this conversation, myself included. Thank you so much. Where can people get more of your advice?
So check out my website. If you subscribe to my newsletter on there, you'll be granted exclusive access to my newborn survival sleep guide.
Nice.
And then I also do a free Q&A on Facebook every week answering your specific questions.
Moms
so check
are hungry
me out.
for it. It is a survival, isn't it?
Yes.
Some days. Thank you so much.